Croc hikes. Here we are, 20 Mile, the site of one of my worst defeats. I'll talk about that a little bit up the trail, but I'm back and healthy. There's my pack, and this is the parking area. And this is what my truck is backed up to. I'm at the 20 Mile Ranger Station. Today's going to be an easy hiking day, but I got up really early to do some sunset or some sunrise photography and got lucky in a couple of areas. I think you'll probably be seeing the pictures right about now. I've only got about a 5 mile day up to a campsite where I'm staging for the trip tomorrow up to Gregory Bald. So I'll be going Long Hungry Ridge after I get off the 20 Mile trail. Long Hungry Ridge to Gregory Bald tomorrow morning and back down Wolf something or other. It's amazing how you can forget names of stuff you've studied for 3 hours. I literally got the last parking spot, except for having to go back down on the highway and find a place to park there. It is Wolf Ridge. I'll be coming back down. So we've got 3 miles on the 20 Mile trail and then over to Long Hungry Ridge up to campsite 92. And those are mosquitoes that you see in front of the camera. It appears like they're going to be really rough unless you keep moving. So we'll see how good the DEET works if that's what I choose to put on. So I'm past the last of the footbridges, heading up to Proctorfield Gap. And I guess it'd be a good time to climb and tell you the story of why the last time was an epic fail. So it's really just a short story about choosing the wrong road to get here. I was coming back from a business trip to Atlanta on a Friday and had all my gear with me. I thought I'd come down and do a 20-mile loop. And I didn't know anything about the road called the Tail of the Dragon. I do now. I have really bad vertigo and motion sickness, and I stayed in a hotel in Lenoir City, Tennessee. Got up about 3 in the morning to drive to the trailhead nice and early. And in the dark, I navigated the Tail of the Dragon and stopped a half a dozen times and had no way to backtrack but to endure the same suffering. So I made it all the way to the ranger station and put my seat back for about 2 hours. Threw some water on my face, threw up a couple times, started the hike, got about maybe a half a mile to the first junction before the 20-mile Cascades and turned around. And then, how do I get out but come back the same way? So I kind of did go back the same road, just at daylight. It was a little easier to be more careful and to anticipate the turns. I'm a lightweight when it comes to riding and driving around curves and flying in planes. Maybe that's why I like walking on my own 2 feet. But I'm in the process of getting a hold to 20 mile this time. Yep. Three miles, 1,000 feet. I think we'll take a break in this little flat land. Maybe there won't be too many mosquitoes around. Yeah, bee sting. Just as soon as I used my left arm to ease myself down on my sit pad, there you go. It's not steep. No. But there's water to splash on your face, so happy about that. Whew. Can't wait for the payoff. Everybody I've seen, just a handful of people, have talked about how unbelievable the azaleas are this year, and this is the prime weekend. So looks like, Lord willing, I'm gonna be able to get all over it this year after trying several times. Yeah, I'm about 800 feet from the top, something like that, and this is the second bunch I've seen. Not even close to the bald, so probably a good indication of what's to come, perhaps. Hey there. Yes, sir. Gaining on it. There's a readable sign, and the readable sign says 0.6 to Gregory Bald. So I think I'll take a little break and then finish the last part of the climb. Y'all, I'm about to go crazy. I just hiked 3,548 feet elevation gain I'm about to jump out into the Bald, I think, based on the maps. But I just passed the highest point on the trail. And I'll give you the stats when I get back down, but I did the quick math. And 3,542 feet gained so far. I will have hiked about 13 miles today when I finish. But the last 4 is going to be pretty much straight back downhill to the tent site. And so I will have, unless I do something stupid in the next 0.2 of a mile, I'll be able to say that I got to see the Gregory Bald azaleas at their peak in 2021. Here we go. So this will be the first peak. I can't wait to walk through this whole maze of flowers.